This is Cowtown.
It definitely needs a new name.
And Cowtown was formed in 2009, and it is actually on the historic, what is it, the Santa Fe Railroad?
Santa Fe Trail.
Santa Fe Trail.
Not the railroad.
And the owner just came out and he started building for friends and family, and they were like, if we have this, then we need this. If we have this, then we need this. And it kept adding on. But in a huddle, like when we do our huddles, it's about bringing community together. It's about building relationships. It's about getting away from all the stuff in our life that, you know, kind of puts a block on things and then regenerates purpose in a way. And Sheila hatched this idea. It's like, what if we had places across the United States for huddles? Instead of going to all these different places, what if we had the places for a huddle? Is that how it hatched?
Yeah, now that you say it out loud, I'm like, wow, that seems kind of crazy.
Well, us being on the road is crazy. And what would that look like? And when she found this, I just laughed. I was like, we would need a ton of people helping to come forth with this vision. And so we have now spent about 4 hours with the owner, Diane, hearing her vision and why she's selling, where's she going, things like that. And let us just go through the buildings for you and then see what you think. I think that would be the best thing to do.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's do that. Whew, get ready.
The clock is still working.
It's a lot. The clock is still working. That's the right time.
Huh.
Let's do a little B-roll montage so you can see where we're at. And 1, 2, 3. The sun is setting, which is super pretty in itself. So let's talk about where we started. We pulled up. Our daughter Brianna came into town. She basically got this all set up for us to come and visit and walk around, which was amazing. So she flew in from Kansas City for the day, and now she's driving 4 hours back to Denver to fly out. So thank you, Brianna. It's awesome. So we started in Smokey's Steakhouse. Sheila, tell us about Smokey's.
Well, Smokey's is currently, it's set up kind of like an old saloon.
Yeah.
With a pool table and it's kind of, but it also has upstairs, has 2 bedrooms with their bathrooms.
Hangout place, big fireplace.
Nice big fireplace. And this is where it's connected to, like, there's this little, there's a kitchen, but it's a full catering
They call
kitchen.
that Smokey's Smokehouse.
Yeah, it's full catering kitchen. So any food that needs to be cooked for the property can be made right there in that location.
So on the property, we're over 300 plus acres.
Yeah.
So there isn't anyone around. Actually, over the top of that mountain where the Indian scout is looking down, he said there's not, the nearest neighbor is like 40 or 50 miles.
There is BLM land, kind of in different areas around here. In fact, I think that's some across the street, but Smokey's is a pretty cool old building.
Yeah,
It's not an old building. It's a new building made to look old.
It's got a bar, you know, it's just like a good just a place to just hang. So you could come in, have a steak dinner or something. Who knows? Now,
I think in barbecue.
Barbecue, yeah.
I
of
know
course.
some barbecue.
There's a
people.
bunch of smokers up there.
About the horses and stuff. She's like, they're all up for negotiation. I'm like, okay. Yeah. It's in the middle of nowhere.
We were sitting up by the highway.
I'm Adrienne. Nice to meet you. Sheila, nice to meet you. Thanks for taking the trip. This is my husband, Todd.
Hello.
Hi, Todd.
Jim.
Jim, nice to meet you.
Hi. Come on in.
I'll say this is the owner.
Is this Diane?
Yes.
I am Todd.
Oh,
She wanted to see the rooms upstairs.
Like a bathroom and everything. It's so cute.
This is insane.
Yeah. But you gotta get plenty to get them away from the city. Yeah.
Show me your guy.
Yeah. Look at the fire exit for the second floor. That's building code. So that's why there's that doors on the house. Tell codes like crazy.
Just have to. I know Kansas health codes. I just have to do some
Learn
research.
Colorado health code.
And it's
Yeah,
usually just
yeah.
like phone calls.
You get down closer to the town, some of them have natural gas running through them here in the valley, but they'll come by and do a surprise inspection on you, just like any restaurant, you know, have 3 others.
Okay. Now we're going over next door to the hardware place
Yes, it's
Now the-
got the semi sitting in front of it right now.
because they've been moving stuff out. Now that is basically just an open shop.
Yeah, actually, and it has heated radiant floors throughout the whole shop, so it's a great place to work on things in the winter and that sort of thing. I don't know that we would want to keep it as a shop, but
Yeah,
it
we're
has a
trying
lot
to
of
decide.
potential.
Because it's on the main street.
Yeah.
Now, along with that, believe it or not, they had to get an old fire truck to save costs. So they have an actual fire truck that runs over on the side, and then in the hardware is actually hoses that are hooked up to the main water. So literally, if something caught fire until the fire department got here, you could grab the hose like the old days, go running out the door and go and start spraying water on whatever caught on fire, which is kind of it's cool. And the reason they did that was because of insurance purposes. They could
Yep.
save money.
Yep.
Yeah. And then see how we added in that because it was separate buildings. Because this was originally Myron's retirement home, and things didn't work out that way. So, with those 17 buildings is what you got.
Limo's probably negotiable. That's awesome.
There you go.
My brother has a limo like that.
Yeah, this has been Diane's little jewel for 10 years. You know. Yeah.
So this is all workshop. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's all radiant heat floors. So there used to be a little paint booth in the corner, and that's where Myron painted every nut, bolt, washer, everything on it. The engine blocks.
We used to have a 6
I know.
like that. So they also have a fire hose that, God forbid there's a fire, there's a fire truck on site. Like a plat to kind of show boundaries. That would be awesome. Yeah, we have.
Smokey, you're just gonna follow us around, ain't you? Okay.
Okay. So now you move over
This
to,
building,
it's kind of that greenish color and the gold color, they're kind of combined together.
actually, yeah, all three of those.
Oh, they are all three,
All
yeah.
three is just one building. It looks like 3 separate buildings, but it is basically was set up as a museum. So
Right.
there's a bunch of old
Now,
buggies in there.
they said full asking price, the buggies would stay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's an old chariot from Ben-Hur. There's an old
hearse.
an old hearse from Tombstone, the movie. So there's a lot of amazing artifacts in there. We thought that we could use that for maybe like an ice cream parlor. And
That middle one looks like that'd be a fun, like, ice cream shop, soda fountain, like, because then you've got the saloon over here, so let's have something for kids. And yeah, there's
so many options. And
possibilities.
it's all, they've just kept up on it so
Yeah.
well. The current owner has had it now a little over 5 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn on some lights.
That's awesome.
Oh my.
So Diane's, in the process of,
They're in a storage trailer
but
right now.
at one point this was full of antiques, not just the bigger antiques, but she's.
It's like, hey, where are you coming out
He
from?
knows where we're going. Went in one door and come out the other.
My mind is on tilt. It's just amazing. Now, walking across the street, there's a big tree, and that big tree goes to like a water wheel.
Yep.
And that actually runs off of a pump on water. There's a pond that's down here that pumps the water up, goes through the water wheel, and then as you can see, there's a stream that runs water back and circulates. It's kind of cool. But through that, we go into like the gift shop.
Yes, so you could have, they used it as a gift shop, buy souvenirs, t-shirts, that sort of thing. But you could also have it with, if you just needed, like a general store.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think one of these buildings would make a great general store. And yeah, you use that for something else.
We got one male left, yeah.
They sound like a baby crying or
What it does, it's got pumps down in the bottom of it, and then it pumps up here to the wheel and runs the little stream through town. You can catch around the side there are hurts and stuff like that on. This one here is a garage on one side. It's just a one car.
This is what they use as like the general store. So like when other people out here camping, you can come in here, get canned goods, souvenirs, stuff. It's just so enchanting with like the little walkways.
I
oh.
told you he was around here somewhere.
Oh yeah, you got a big old peacock feather,
Oh,
right?
Diane's got
You'll
a
meet
bunch
Brad.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
You'll meet Brad. So there was Brad, Angelina, Jennifer, and Xanadu. The
Oh my
peacocks.
gosh, that's hilarious.
They have a sense of humor here. But now Brad's
Little general store.
Yep, gift shop, and then I kept extra supplies for the restaurant,
Okay.
so I could run down and grab something that I came up short, except for me. Again, no.
cook too?
Then next to that is Sheila's one of her favorite places, and that actually be the Old Town Jail, which is what they call it, but it's actually the event hall.
Yeah, so it looks like a jail on the far right-hand side, but you enter in through the middle doors, and it's a whole banquet facility that would seat 100
Yeah.
at tables.
He's had 120 in there tight.
Yeah, you could just actually, on nice summer nights, you could actually just open the doors up and have
There's-
it as a dance floor.
There's two big overlifting doors that the cross breeze goes through. It never gets higher than like 85, 88 degrees in the summer and August here. Most of the time they don't really even have air conditioners because they don't need them. It's kind of weird.
Don't get me started. More large doors in case you want to like bring the golf carts in or back a truck in.
Yep.
I like the way it smells. What's for order?
Today, it looks like you can have, sorry, we're sold out.
Yeah, we would set up buffet lines right here, food service with the carts and tables, and then of course the bar going. We didn't spare the money building it, His motto was, give me what I want, and he thought it was coming out the other door, didn't you, buddy? Yeah, he thought it was coming out the other one, yeah.
Now we're gonna move over here. So move over here. This is called the Stagecoach Inn, and that's right here, and it's actually a hotel.
It has 10 hotel rooms in it, basically. One has a king, then there's 2 family suites where it has like a queen bed and bunk beds, and then there's rooms with twins. It's just a great, like, think about huddles where people don't have
Right.
their own rig, or just simple things like doing other different types of events, weddings and that sort of thing, where they, the wedding party
amazing.
can stay in there.
And it's so nice. Like everything has been, it's nice. Like literally tomorrow we could turn the key, have people come and stay, and they could stay in these facilities. They have internet. There is no internet on the property. Everything, we're so far away. There is no, can you hear? There's no cars. There's a dog in the back. I mean, it is so quiet here that it's like you're off the grid.
Yell out to anybody that, called us. But then COVID hit and we really haven't done business.
So I think that's the laundry.
It's always a joy, I know it helps raise a bunch of money, for sure.
And all the rooms obviously have like ensuite bathrooms.
I think one or two was taken from local guys,
Okay.
but one of them, what's his name? I can't think of one of the rooms.
We are standing, before we go on the buildings behind here, we're standing here as a pavilion for outdoor bands.
Yeah, and this whole kind of area here, which would be fun, just a gathering space for, I could see us putting some like old big barrel fire pits
I'm
kind of
thinking
around here.
hog roast underneath this
Oh
thing.
yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be cool, right?
Yeah, yep.
Now they have
Put
here,
a band here.
yep, they have here like an old putt-putt golf. We think we'd probably just rip it out. It has to be redone.
It either needs to be redone or completely just removed.
Yeah. But the wagons, all the old wagons are here. And behind, before we move to the next building, behind the big tree, there's another humongous shop area that all of the equipment can go into, the tractors and all that stuff that you need for, and it's hidden back behind. And we might move the stuff from the hardware store into that if
Into
that was the
back there,
case.
and then use that hardware store maybe as our general store or something like that. I don't know. Did you want to talk about those two buildings over there?
When we come back around.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
so
move to this one.
now we have the old blue church. Sheila thinks it all needs to be painted white.
That church needs to be white.
It does, because they actually have a horse-drawn carriage that's all white.
Yep.
For weddings. All of it was built by the Amish or Mennonites that are here.
The detail in the, you can see that, the alder benches that are in there, alder pews. You can seat about 60, so small little wedding would fit in there great, then come over to the event space there for a reception, or, like our Sunday worship time at our huddles would be great in there. It's a pretty cool building.
It is pretty neat. Okay, we're going to walk down a little bit and we'll show you the other buildings.
He with the thinker boy. Yeah. He's a good boy. Yeah.
So of course he wanted to have a church.
Here it is.
I mean, it just seems like a weird thing that he's like, you know what? We really just need a church too.
I don't know what it was. That thing is all blue.
Kitchen.
When I rented it from Myron, I stayed there till I got busy, and then I would rent it out, sleep in my car, overnight. And then here's our hot tub.
in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, it gets warm in this.
Just down from the church that's down here. It's right up there. So this is actually one of the caretakers is living in that currently. It's a 1-bedroom house, apartment type place. So that is an option, or we could always rent it out if we wanted to.
Yep.
And then behind
think-
us,
Yes.
what is that?
That is the greenhouse.
Yeah.
So it'd be a great place we could have some raised garden beds in there and use that for fresh herbs and stuff, things that need to go to make the food at Smokey's.
Doesn't that sound cool? That
There's
just
a hot tub in there too.
yeah, I don't know why, but
I think that would be removed.
and then next to that is the chicken coop.
Yep, there's chicken coop, and they have farm fresh eggs so that's kind of cool that you could serve breakfast having farm fresh eggs from the chicken coop. And the chicken coop right next to the stable, which is where
Yeah, they can house. Right now I think there's like 10 horses on the property, but they can house even more. But you forgot what else lives in there. Brad lives in there.
Peacock. There's a peacock.
There's a peacock named Brad. He runs around.
Yeah.
I didn't find him though. I haven't even heard him today.
But I saw big feathers. He was leaving big feathers around. But the stable would be cool because we could do like chuck wagon, like dinner rides out into, like on 320 acres, you can go quite a ways.
There's a lot, especially since there's BLM land all around it too.
We could do like a dude ranch weekend, bring your grandkids out.
Okay, calm down. So if you see these structures here, those were actually on the trail. They were about 4 or 5 miles away, maybe, is what they were saying. And the original owner that was building, he decided he wanted to remove those structures and bring them here. So those are actually from the
Santa Fe Trail.
Santa Fe Trail. Then we have, basically there's 3 humongous areas for pens. There's a rodeo arena, that type of stuff, because they've done some events there. We are parked way over there.
This is so pretty in here.
5-stall barn.
Yes, this one. Then there's another 13 down at the bottom. Yeah, but they tore out.
Look at these stairs, Bree.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look at these stairs. I know, it's just, they don't do that.
Hey, you can walk up them, don't even need a handrail. Because the way they did the steps, you walk down north, Alamosa, we have hospitals.
Gotta go about 40 minutes. You drive fast like me, probably. The East Coast comes out of me sometimes.
You say ponk.
These were on the Santa Fe Trail.
Yep.
Yeah,
late
well, the trail
1800s.
was originally through here, then when they cut in 114, it goes along the highway now. But all these buildings sit down there. There's one left down there at where the gravel pit is.
Right.
You'll see it sitting off to the side.
So
But
these are-
It
relocated.
was the Hoagland stage line did the valley. We go to Gunnison, Alamosa, and I think Salida. They would do their little loops, but that's about as far as the Hoagland went.
Oh, I love
But the
this
Santa Fe Trail does come right through the valley, like Diane was saying, and it goes up north. Yeah. So Myron, instead of tearing them down there, picked them up, moved.
Is the pond, Jimmy?
Oh, it's not that deep. It's probably 4 feet right where it's at water level.
Okay.
So
There's currently, what, 24 RV
Yeah,
spots?
they're back to back. So we did a test. Since we're 45 feet long, figured that would be appropriate. We could probably go back to back, but the problem is the truck. I could put the nose to the road, but I couldn't get off the truck. So we would think we would leave those
And use
for
those
smaller
for
rigs.
smaller rigs. And then on the
Other side. That's
see,
another horse stable.
This one's 5 stalls and
That's
that
14.
one's 14.
Yeah.
So I think we would repurpose that one for like a pavilion for the RV locations and
So-
then put new RV spots on the other side.
Now those all have full hookups already. There's things where you have to go through water stuff here and stuff like
Water
that.
and sewer, we'd
But
have to,
on the other side of that, yeah, we could put in other places pretty easy.
yeah, we could do, I mean, there's enough land out there we could, as long as we could get the water and septic system permits put out, I don't know.
Or even if we had like a dump station, if we couldn't get that right away and, put 30, 40 sites there.
Yeah.
Because
We'll be looking boondock for a while until we get it all, till we get all the permits and everything.
the same thing. I thought I was a cowboy. I came up here and started really experiencing this stuff. And yeah.
Okay.
But they just can't stay connected to an unmetered water. Should raise up.
No, it's just been sitting here, so it's a little.
So we are 50 amp?
30 and 50.
Okay, 30 and
Either one.
50. Okay.
Yep. Sit there and cry at the bar.
And these are just old cabins?
Yeah, this is the second guy brought them in, and this is another staff facility.
Okay.
Even though we did rent it once to some hunters.
But staff would be great.
Yeah, but when they put this in, the water problems that they caused, they didn't insulate good, they didn't run good. See all this dug up
Yep.
stuff? Well, I had it break. There used to be a bathroom and a shower in
Okay.
here, so I had problems with it last week.
If it freezes.
Yeah.
Which is
All power is, that way is above ground. Once it hits here, everything is underground. Going into the camp. Yeah, this stuff like tore out.
Okay. Wow.
This used to be all stalls till the second guy was gonna try to rent the stalls out for campers, you know, instead of horses.
For campers.
Yeah, they come in on motorcycles and, you know, they ride. Yeah, the other room in the saloon.
Okay, last two things would be, you see the smaller house next to Smokey's. That's right there.
Is that?
It used to be a garage, and they converted it into I think a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom, like house, apartment type. Well, no, it's like a house.
It is. They use it right now for their
Office.
offices. Yeah, I don't know if we would leave it as offices or leave it as a rental.
Yeah,
you know?
we haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
Now,
There's a lot we haven't figured out.
Yeah, then you have the amazing house, and we walk through this house.
I would call it the lodge.
It is. We don't know what we would do. We would think that we could use it for like large families.
Yeah, I
but
think renting
even as
it out-
such, there's only like 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, but it's a space that you could rent like for corporate retreats or
Yeah.
things like that. But I don't know, you might be able to just or redo it to be like a lodge for the whole place as
Yeah.
well.
It is. I've never been in a house like that. The floating bridge thing with rocks underneath.
Yeah, because that's a water feature.
It's my own moat. I wanted a moat.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, it needs a little work there, but.
I know a guy.
No, let's go on down back to where we usually go.
You know a guy. That means me.
Worked with guys in Wyoming, and man, they said in the cold, that's terrible. It's like carrying around ice bags. 1 bedroom, no, 2 bedroom,
Okay.
little cabin, but
kitchen.
we use it as our corporate office. kind of
Okay.
deal. And when administrative help, her secretaries and stuff come up, they spend the night, they stay in this one. Linda's retired. Parties, and they went in his shop, boy, he'd throw fit, about run them off. They get so mad. Come in the restaurant, let me give you a drink, you know. Let me buy your lunch today, just to keep them, you know. Yeah, I didn't want them going down and badmouthing, you know.
It does.
It's end of the year. I see it starting, end of the year.
Yeah.
All right, ring that doorbell.
I'm kind of scared.
Are you sure it's safe to come
It's
in?
a bobcat, or is it a mountain lion?
Mountain lion.
Mountain
lion.
lion.
I knew I was
Mountain
close.
Try again.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it changes.
Okay, that's funny.
That's pretty cool.
Recognize that?
How that would be a wolf?
Bull elk. Big pantry.
The big one?
Well,
Oh
it's
yeah,
an
yeah,
actual
yeah.
pantry. Those just have canned goods and candles. Things.
I love this woodwork too.
Is that something?
It is like
No, he did that backsplash.
that is amazing. That's that old Stagecoach coming across.
The views are beautiful. Aren't those views pretty, dear?
Yeah, I'm thinking that sunrise is gonna be just amazing.
And just all kinds of natural light.
Yeah.
You get that, don't you?
Yeah, that's the tail.
You know what's on the
I'm
other
guessing
side of
the
the
other
door,
side
yeah.
is the face. Just the attention to detail. I just love the attention to detail.
It's like amazing. About it. I love your salad.
I saw that. I was like, oh, Brianna, I don't like that.
I love that.
Man,
Wait a minute.
it's a what?
Are
You're
you
gonna walk it, baby. Come on up.
Sheila?
What is that?
There's no way.
Brenda, there's
Leg.
what is
Does
under
it
there?
So this is a waterfall.
What you could.
And you
It's
can
a
turn it
weeping
on,
wall.
and then it goes down.
It's a weeping wall.
Dude, this is amazing.
No, this.
Then
This.
Yeah,
Look
I'm
at this.
just Ida Grizz.
You're gonna, are you gonna want me to negotiate the saddle?
Oh my goodness. You guys, it's a see-through.
Negotiable. Even Jimmy, he might be an expensive SOB over there.
Some of this stuff in here is mine personally, and some of it goes.
I don't even know what to say. This is the most incredible thing.
saying to you.
Are you scared?
It's awesome.
normal.
You just hold your breath, honey.
Yeah, I started.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah, I'm walking
That's
on the
what she's
beam.
doing.
I just feel like,
Let's just play it on the safe side.
You ain't gonna fall through. You're gonna have 200 people on here.
Oh gosh.
And then it'll hold.
Oh, yeah, it's all fun and games till Jimmy disappears.
Drop right down in the
What
water.
they call that at Yellowstone is the train station. Ours is just a shorter way.
I see.
Cross that.
She doesn't want to?
I don't know. Or she's still heading your saddle. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Pressure dryer. Downstairs is like upstairs except not the kitchen.
Just so there's wait, Bud, wait.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Now this is where we put our kids when they come.
Awesome.
You got one bedroom this way, bathroom,
Okay.
boiler room. That's where Devin, Diane's daughter, stays when she comes up.
Look at just the detail on the. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
And there's a bear in the sink.
Copper.
Look at that.
But this, I mean, it's all tucked right into this little valley. And they were talking about snow. Snow is usually 1 foot to 2 foot, maybe at a time, and then it melts off fairly quickly. They don't get the big snows like they used to.
We can see this probably as a place though that probably closes in November, you know.
Maybe opens end of April.
Yeah, and if it's going to be open any of those months, then it would just be for, you know, private events. You can still rent it out.
Yeah.
People have asked about it for
Movie sets.
and
They've had helicopters flying over for
Yeah.
different things.
so you could rent it out just even for those sorts of opportunities.
Yeah, it is amazing. If I would have walked into the buildings and the buildings would have needed a lot of work, I would have been like, yeah, no. But to see the shape of everything, now granted, it's just the two of them trying to upkeep, along with in this house they have a person that kind of goes around and does maintenance. But that's it. They haven't been open for 1.5 years prior to COVID.
Right.
And so now she's like, you know, it's time, this and that. So we are dreaming. That's merely what we're doing.
Yep.
And
We're just saying, what if?
What if we took a leap of faith, like when we jumped and went into the RV? Maybe this might be something you would like to participate in. How much is it? It's listed at $4.8 million.
For 320 acres and all of the property that's here and all the buildings that's here, I think they said that the guy that built it, he sunk 10
million
in it to build it, and I don't know what it would take to build it now.
Yeah, he sold it at a loss because they needed a tax write-off. Can
So
you believe that? I can't even believe it. But that's where we're at. That's what's going on. And I guess we're just making this video to see if there would be any interest. We don't have that kind of capital being on the road. But then again, I do know that our huddles, as they continue to grow, and we would not leave the road. We would probably come here maybe 2 to 5 times each year.
But what would be cool is that we would, other Switch crew members
Would run it.
They could run it, and they could also do camping activities together. Like, okay, so the Switch crew comes out. Todd and Sheila, maybe we are in the area and we swing by. We don't have to, right? Like, it's just a place for the Switch crew to come and hang out.
If you're looking for airports, the nearest airport is Denver. Well, the big airport's 4 hours away.
And the closest one is Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
3 hours and
3
20
hours away.
minutes.
So there is that. You can land, like, helicopters, things like that. There's plenty of room, and it's flat in a lot of areas.
There is in this small town just down the road, there is an airstrip for private
like
You know,
Cessnas,
jets.
things like that. And then down through the center portion of this whole thing is 90 acres, and that's where the horses are running, and there's actually a stream that runs through it. So some of that is actually kind of soggy, so you can't use all of it for some of the things for development because the water runoff, but there is opportunity there as well. Wow, that's a lot. Is there anything we're missing?
I'm sure.
I'm so blown away. I don't even know what to say. The owner's like, we would really like to, they wanted to meet us and hear the vision of what we've done together as a collective, as Switch Crew, and what our plans are for the property. So it was really a great meeting for us.
Yeah, I think so.
But all that being said, a dream is a dream until action's put into place.
Yeah. Little Wild West spot.
I can't even make it up, but I couldn't make up the penny journey either on how it ended. So who knows? You guys might have some wisdom that you can impart on us. We truly appreciate it. Have a blessed night, and well, it's night for us. You might be watching this during the day. Let's take a moment, shall we? This is just amazing. If you can hear that weird sound, it's the old-fashioned fans run by belt. The ceiling is exquisite. I can imagine, I've never been a bartender, but I can imagine, serving people and having some fun, laughing. It's just beautiful.
It is beautiful. Like the attention to detail, the wood, it's a beautiful piece of property.
I think we've been overwhelmed a little bit as we toured.
Yeah, so this has got where the kitchen is that would be pretty much cooking all the meals for anywhere on the property. And then,
There's 2 bedrooms here, bathrooms on top.
yeah, 2 bedrooms and bathrooms. I think we're just there's so many possibilities and options here, but we're a little lost for words, actually.
And if you're watching this, you know what we're talking about, because it's nothing like I've ever seen in all of our travels. So
Yeah, I mean, it is off the beaten path, a little hidden gem.
it's so quiet. It is so quiet. No cars, no traffic.
Yeah, but I can see that, I mean, just the number of events that you could have coming through this place.
It'd be something.
It would be something. A Wild West, Old West town.